Yo, Mom, aliens are coming, and I ran out of cereal. Please come home quick.
We spotted a local Mandalorian who was built.
We've spotted the Mandalorian going down Ventura Boulevard.
On his skateboard, he travels at the speed of traffic.
So excited for this interview. Like, I've been seeing this dude riding his board around so many times, and I've just been speculating, you know, like, who is the man behind the mask? Because the dedication behind this whole setup is a lot, you know, and I never seen him riding around without a helmet. So, Tim, I am so glad to have you.
What's up, guys?
So that's the man behind the mask over there, huh?
It's okay that I show my face. I'm not that religious.
Well, I thought it was a religion thing they had.
It is.
The whole thing.
Well, the whole joke is in like the second season, Bo-Katan, she goes, yeah, there were some religious zealots back in the day. And I was like, yeah, I'm just not that religious whenever kids see me.
So, I mean, like, I have so many questions from the electric skateboarding to the Star Trek outfit.
Star Wars. You Kirk-loving Spock sucker, aren't you? I knew it. You want to come on and shame the Star Wars nerds, huh?
No, actually, you know, I'm not a huge Star Wars or Star Trek fan, so I was a little confused.
Most people are. Some people call me RoboCop, which feels a little racist, but...
I would have called you like a stormtrooper or something. I would have been close, but...
Some people do that, or they go Boba Fett. I'm like, hey, we come in different colors, man. Leave us alone.
So what's with the outfit? Why Boba Fett?
Well, it's Boba Fett. He's actually green, completely different. The guy that I modeled this after was Din Djarin, which is actually the Mandalorian from the show. Because when quarantine first hit, like, making people laugh is how I deal with my depression. And there's nothing funnier than a guy who's a high school experience away from 40 trying to live a midlife crisis that he can't afford. I was watching a show called Falling Skies. I don't know if you've ever watched it. It's with Noah Wyle. He was on ER. Anyway, aliens come down and they kind of like put humans in this type of concentration camp, and Noah Wyle's character is trying to boost morale with everybody. So he covers his face with a scarf and he goes around and he calls himself the Ghost, and he's killing these aliens, trying to boost the morale of everybody in there. And I was like, oh, I can do that. And at first I didn't have any of my social media tags or like TikTok, which I blew up on accidentally. But like I didn't have any of that because I wanted people to talk more about than just Trump and COVID and Trump, and everybody was complaining and everybody looked pissed off. And the moment they would see me, they're like, what the fuck is that guy doing? And you could instantly see their day get better. It went from being terrible to great. And my buddy was like, dude, you are all over TikTok. You need to put your social medias on there. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. 2 weeks after I did it, ESPN posted a video of me on their TikTok with all of the other athletes on there that are like star athletes doing shit. There's man-child Timmy over there dressed like a Star Wars character doing 30 in traffic, playing, you know, Frogger, just man-child edition. And some guys videotaped me. I was like, hey, what's up?
Where can I purchase one of these outfits? I mean,
oh, I made all of this. So like,
you made everything?
So except for the black right here, this is actually a motorcycle jacket that I hooked everything up to. These are actually motorcycle knee pads just in case I can hit and slide. This is cosplay foam.
how did you stitch everything to the jacket?
So I actually glued it. So like I would measure. The funny thing is like I had to measure this. This was just a template that I just glued on, and then this I printed out and then hand painted. This I went to Joanna Fabrics and got and made it, cut in piece. See it? I'll show you. So like this piece, it's just lifts open. My zipper's right here, and then there's my. Oh. And then that goes off, and then it comes off. So it's all glued.
So everyone's probably wondering though, how hot is in that thing?
Oh, it kind of smells like high school football, you know, but just good old memories and flashbacks, you know. So then I was like, how can people also hear me? So I put a speaker right here, my two little loops. And then I don't want to keep taking my phone out, so I hooked up a bike phone rig so that my phone locks right here, so that I have my phone. So if I turn my music on, I can play whatever I want. Everything is tactical, if you will. Oh, here's the other fun one. I had two homeless guys try and steal my skateboard from me. So I installed some weapons with me. So I just got 2 nightsticks just in case.
Have you ever had to use them?
I have whipped them out, and once they see them, they're like, maybe not this guy, maybe the next guy. And then I just put them away and go on my way.
That's like some Deadpool shit, huh?
Oh, yeah. I had the Deadpool mask on the one time when I was wearing this, and I lifted up, and I went, shh.
So, like, you're kind of like a nerd.
Oh, I'm hands down a fucking nerd. You should see, I went full Tony Stark. Like, I have a Boba Fett, I have a Scout Trooper, I have a TIE pilot. I made Stormbreaker out of a real axe. Thor's axe from Avengers. I made it out of a real axe handle because I'm an adult and I can. And I made the Thor helmet, so when I go on the skateboard, people look at me, they're like, why are you carrying the thing around? And I push it forward to make it look like the thing is pulling me forward when it's actually the skateboard. Just because it's funny as shit.
I mean, isn't it a great time to be alive, though, that we get to experience technology like this?
I wish I had a 3D printer when I was a kid. Like, I wish I could be like, if I had a 3D printer as a kid, I'd be going to MIT. I just have cooler fucking toys as a kid. That's it. And, like, I have 3D printed some crazy stuff. Like, I have a Predator mask, face mask. My neighbors hate me, okay? They see me in the elevator all the time. I have an Immortan Joe mask that I have, and they're all filtered. They all count as masks. I'll do what you want, just not how you saw me doing it in your head. But the Predator one is funny because my buddy got in the elevator and I just went, "Durhound, Durhound." Just a little quote from the movie, but like he's like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" I was like, "Well, I don't know where to start." And I just kept making these funny masks for people, and it was just watching them light up it's everything, you know? It's everything. The funniest thing was I was on the bike path and they were doing those like drive-by birthdays for kids, and he goes, "You're not a Mandalorian unless you have a flamethrower." I was like, "Actually, I got you covered here, buddy." And it was like a good flame that came out to here. Like, it was dangerous as shit. Like, what if I fall and I hit the canister and it explodes on the side of me? At least I go out in a blaze of glory. But I went to light because he goes, "Can you light my candle?" And I was like, "Oh yeah," because everything sounds great up here until you try it the real world. Like, "Oh yeah, that won't work." That candle went from being this big to that. That thing probably tastes like butane. He goes, "I'm gonna eat it," and I was like, don't, oh, probably tastes terrible. But he was just so happy that I lit his candle that no matter what other gift he got that day, his dad told me later on, he goes, he would not shut up about it. Because
so epic.
Because it's just like, no matter what your, I guess I'd say, what your political affiliation, if you're a Democrat, Republican, Independent, whether you identify as a tree, I am Groot. I mean, we failed kids across the board. I mean, no matter what we do, we failed. And I just like to give them a little hope back because like they'll see me, they're like, "There's a Mandalorian." Because I'll be in the grocery store dressed like this, and the kids are like, "Mom, a Mandalorian," and then I disappear so the mom can't see me. She's like, you're not watching TV anymore, you're hallucinating. And then I come around the other aisle, and she goes, there really is a Mandalorian. She goes, why? And I went, because I'm an adult and I can't. And I walk away, and I always tell the kids, remember, I'm a professional idiot. You don't do this shit at home, okay? And it's the funniest thing, because you can instantly see their day get better.
Manchild, as he calls himself, is armed with a sense of humor.
What's with the humor? Are you a funny guy?
Laughter can cure the world, man. I'm a stand-up comic. Like, the best interaction I ever had with an audience member was I was at the Comedy Store, and there is this guy who I can only describe as if Shrek and Powder, had a child. This child would have grown up to become an Aryan member in the prison system, and then he was sitting in my audience. Like, he had tattoos, like teardrops, not like one, but like Japanese anime going down. It's like, oh, vest on, no shirt underneath, sitting like this in the front row. I was like, you're obviously the first person I'm talking to. No comics said nothing to him. And I get on stage and I just looked at him. I was like, man, Disney really fucks up their characters. What'd you do, like shank donkey or something? He falls out of his chair laughing, and I flinched. And this girl goes, why'd you flinch? I was like, I thought he was going to get up and beat my ass. And she's laughing. I was like, yeah, you're going to laugh. He's not beating your ass. You're going to cheer him on. Like, kick his ass, Seabass. Like, and I had this guy to a point where he was so red in the face laughing. And I got off stage, and I kind of had that little feeling, because there's no greater high than when you pull someone out of their shit day. But afterwards, I'm at the Comedy Store, and if you've ever been to the Comedy Store, there's a big Comedy Circle sign, and I'm talking to my buddy, and all of a sudden he goes, uh-oh, and walks, and I just went, oh, God, don't make it hurt. And he spins me around, and with large men, they don't know their strength, and he probably was like, you're a ballerina. Nope, he whipped me around, and I was staring at man tits. And I just went, please don't rape me. And he starts laughing and shaking me, and I'm looking at my comic buddy. He's like, can you help me, please? He's like, no, man, you're his wife. You're going home with him. We're not helping you at all. He's large. And he just looks at me dead in the eyes, and he goes, my wife died. And I went, oh, I felt a pool of diarrhea. Just like, did I say any dead wife jokes? Please, dear God, tell me I didn't say any dead wife jokes. And he goes, I didn't find the world funny anymore, and a friend of mine told me to go to a comedy show, and you were the first comic to talk to me. And I was like, well, maybe next time don't show all the tears, just like cover them, but like one, just to show you're like sad, just a little bit sad. And he pats me on the head like a dog that didn't piss on the carpet when he went to work. And I've never seen him since then. And the whole way home, I kind of had this epiphany, and I'm just like, oh, this guy lost the love of his life, and I made him laugh. Oh. Like, it just made me feel so not important, but I was meant to be there that day to pull him out of that shit situation, you know?
You seem like a happy person. How can this happy person have, cases with depression?
Robin Williams said it best. Never make fun of the class clown, because he knows how dark life can be, and he never wants you to feel that way.
That was beautiful.
It's the best way to describe it. Like, we've all had our stuff, but like, someone asked me, they're like, what did COVID take away from you? And I was like, everything. And he laughed, and I went, that wasn't a joke, but that was serious. I lost 3 people to suicide. I lost more people to suicide than COVID. One wasn't found for almost 2 weeks because everyone was quarantining. You couldn't go anywhere. And they had to do a welfare check, and they said the moment they opened the door, they knew. Shot himself in the bathroom. And then I found out my last childhood friend has cancer, and when you hear the words experimental, you're like, all right, I'm not stupid, People just have to realize that life can be so much worse. Just remember the good shit and just have fun. Who cares if someone pissed you off at this supermarket where they cut you off? What is it really gonna do? Just let it roll off your back like a bead of water on a duck. Who gives a shit? Got pulled over fully dressed like this because Karens are real things that I thought were fake and you always saw on the news. Nope, they're fucking real and they're horrifying in person. Some woman in Beverly Hills called the police and said I dressed up my child like Baby Yoda, which that's not his name. It's Grogu.
Wait, hold on. You're talking about...
Yeah. Somebody called the cops and said I dressed my child up like Grogu and was skateboarding around, and a cop pulls me over and he comes up, he's like, first off, do you know why I pulled you over? It's like, because I'm an illegal alien? Because my child doesn't look like yours? He's like, no, you can't. And I went, why? Because my child doesn't look like yours? And he's trying not to laugh. And then he tells me this woman called in about I dressed up my child and was putting him in danger. But it's just, you have to remember to laugh in this world. No matter how much bad, there's just as much equal good. It's just the news doesn't show you that good stuff. You have to open your eyes. Get away from your phone. You know how many times I see people walking into shit because they're on their phone? Look up from your phone. There's a world. It's all big and scary, but it's fun sometimes too. And that's just what you have to remember at the end of the day. No matter what you're gonna do, the sun is gonna rise and the sun is gonna set. You might as well enjoy the shit in between.
Well, it was fucking awesome meeting you. It was awesome hanging out with you.
Thanks,
this
brother.
will definitely not be the first and last time that we see each other. And I just wish you all the best.
Thanks, man.
And good luck with everything, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. What's happening, guys? Brax Wolfe here. It's been a while. And this is the part that I just go on like Jerry Springer style, Jerry's final thought. But there's just something that I have to leave off before this video ends. And it's that Tim, mandothemanchild, he has taught me a lot of things. You know, I used to see this guy riding around, and then one day I stopped, I gave him my business card, and then he contacted me. And we finally linked up, and he's been awesome, constantly texting me. I suck at texting back, but yeah, one thing that I've learned from him that I would like to pass on to you guys, and I'm sorry that there was not much electric skateboarding within the conversation. There was just so much and so much depth to this dude that I just wanted to explore other things. But one thing I've learned is that it does not matter what you ride. It does not matter what you wear to ride, as long as you're having fun. Like, as you can see from his board, like, he just loves creating things. He's just this inventor dude, and he made so many adaptations, modifications to his board that anyone at home can do. You know, it's just creating something that feels comfortable to him, and it doesn't matter what it looks like. Again, it doesn't matter what you wear, as long as it's bringing joy to you. And he's bringing joy to a lot of people out there, and it's awesome. You know, it's it's a lot, like I said in the beginning of the video, just wearing that thing around, and it's just what he does. And every time that he wears that outfit and rides his electric skateboard, he brings so much joy to people, especially kids. They're all so thrilled to see him riding in traffic. So if I could leave you with anything, is just be yourself. Here's one last line that, you know, Tim said it best. See you guys next time.
We know who we're meant to be. We know that if you enjoy painting or drawing, that feeling that you get is that same feeling I get when I make people laugh. So you should paint. It doesn't have to be your new job. Start as a hobby. When you get home from work, to de-stress. Some people have a glass of wine, which is healthy. You know, some people take a bath. Some people do that one thing that just gives you that happiness that you can't explain to people, because that's what you love to do. And that's the only way you're going to find it out, is trying new things.